here, 2v2 faction battle, quarterfinals, game 2, Ruins of Argus, blue team for the Tyranids. First up, XPhial's Lictor Alpha melee specialist that can infiltrate and disrupt, some great offense too, and marching right alongside is Floid's Hive Tyrant, very durable commander, walks through cover and cannot be suppressed, starts off in melee combat, good offense and support. For the Space Marines, Phantom Land is a force commander, offensive, fights in melee, good versatility though. And alongside RagingJenni, who must be in the garrison. There he is, as the Blood Ravens Techmarine starts off range combat, good DPS, can support with structures and repairs as well. Tyranids effectively doubling bottom then, at least the Lictor Alpha is down here anyway. Hive Tyrant trying to cap the VP under fire from those scouts, don't do a lot of damage with the bolters though, and we have double scout, triple scouts for RagingJenni. Are we going to see snipers here? Lictor Alpha skulking around, ties up the scout squad. We might see a flesh hook to get a model off them. Here comes Phantom Land to support. We have tactical marines and scouts, force commanders there as well. Gets flesh hooked in the face. Lictor Alpha now tying up scouts and gets a model too. Here comes Spore Mines from Floid, backing off Phantom Land. Scouts run away with 2 models. Here come shotgun scouts. Not going to see triple snipers then. Are we going to see triple shotguns? Was that the battle cry? It was the battle cry. A 10% damage buff every time this force commander does one of those special attacks, and those yellow circles emanate from his body. It will stack as well. There's the double cap for the Tyranids. Big engagement here, and the Techmarine stuck in that garrison, getting detonation by these spore mines. 2 spore mines on him now. Look at the damage it's doing. Still a double cap. Looks like the Hormagaunts of XPhial are in the northeast, capping up there. Has his double termagants here. And the Techmarine does not get away. Took a strange retreat path because that wall was destroyed. Force commander will revive him immediately though, and has the power sword up that will level him to 2. So not too bad for the Space Marines there. Scouts capping mid for RagingJenni, did not bother to reinforce them. These Hormagaunts now idle for XPhial. Should have queued up some more commands, maybe to decap this wreck point. Now they're moving. And scouts are going to go and see what's going on northeast. Try and cap it perhaps. These guys have a sergeant, gives them a fragmentation grenade and makes them into a detector unit with keen sight. That's what that eye icon is. Here come the Hormagaunts. Can they time a decent grenade here and get away? Nope, just going to kite away for now. There's the 1-to-1. And there is the grenade, but it's dodged by XPhial. 1-to-1 cap. Grenade from Phantom is also dodged. Here comes the Warrior Brood of Floid. XPhial going for some more Hormagaunts. Did he have double termagants? I'm not sure. Might have lost the Termagant Brood. Power Sword in amongst those warriors now. And they have the Barbed Strangler and lose a model. You see the synaptic backlash. The Lictor Alpha in a bit of trouble, but the force commander can't turn around and smack him because he's taking damage from Termagants. Toxin sacks now on the way for Floid on 1 brood in a way. XPhial's Termagants do not have toxin sacks. Does he have adrenal glands? No. Where is all his resources gone? Did he get? Oh, he got all 3 generators here, as you can see. And there's a node there. Single cap for the Tyranids. 500, 388. There's the double. Kicking off mid. Scouts in trouble and go down in retreat. Those are RagingJennis. There's a shotgun blast by Phantom. Has completely upgraded these scouts now in terms of weapon and sergeant. Can still get the elite training though. Doesn't want to lose these guys. That's 40 power spent at least. If they have elite training, even more. There's the double cap still, and a power harass now for XPhial. Going after the generators. And the Termagants are shooting up the node. They should be helping take down the generators, I think. Devastator's up for Phantom. RagingJenni with just 2 scout squads. Triple cap for the Tyranids. Look at the map. Scout squad of RagingJenni. These guys have the sergeant. No sign of a retreat grenade on the Lictor Alpha. Probably would have been a waste. He has pheromones up. Gives him the pheromone cloud. Allows him to reinforce his units, or any allied units that are around in fact. Triple cap steel. There's the Barbed Strangler. Really good area of effect suppression weapon. Instant suppression from this thing. Doesn't have the range of setup teams, but look at that. It's also a very good anti-garrison weapon. And the Techmarine is taking the garrison here. Hive Tyrant marching forth, doesn't have any war gear. XPhial going tier 2, just lost a bunch of models. Force Commander levels to 3. Tactical Marines level 2 as well, he's got a bunch of stuff up there. Devastator's firing upon the Hive Tyrant, who can't be suppressed but still takes the damage and needs to back off. Doesn't have his extended carapace to charge that setup team. And a good assist by Phantom Land. He has some Assault Marines on the field. XPhial perhaps taking a risk with that very early tier 2. If Red can push, power harass and decap some stuff, they could go into tier 2 very healthy. RagingJenni replaced the scouts that he lost and goes tier 2. A very strange tier 1 from him. Techmarine does have the Artificer armor, can put up some proximity mines. Not sure that was the best idea though, because you do have warriors who are detect units. Assault squad backing off, flamers up on the tactical marines, or a flamer I should say. Devastator's backing up. This is a big engagement here. 495-233. There's the double cap for the Space Marines, and it looks like they might win this. Tactical Marines get away with all 3 models intact. Assault Marines now bullying Termagants, and the Force Commander right alongside with that power sword. Termagants run away. Looks like they didn't complete their reinforcement. Oh, it's the Pheromone Cloud is there. 467-233. Triple cap now for the Space Marines. Look at them hit back here. There's Crippling Poison on the Assault Marines. Taking a lot of damage. Doesn't want to lose models off these guys. And they do lose a model. Hormagaunts in chase, and Adrenal Glands on the way. Increases their damage and allows them to leap into combat. Didn't get another model. Devastator's now being chased back by Spore Mines. These were XPhials where they dropped in globally. They might have been. And killed 2 scouts as well. Force Commander's going to try and decap this power. Techmarine's also here. There is a Capillary Tower. Only 35 red in tier 2 to get one of those towers up. Gives you +1 speed if you're not in combat. Even affects this Hive Tyrant. Look at him go. 401-233. A double cap. Hormagaunts chasing off scouts. These guys have shotguns. Tactical Marine with Flamer coming in. None of these guys have Adrenal Glands, these Hormagaunts, so they are forced off. Shotgun scouts are right there, ready to shotgun blast them in the face. 377-233. A poor attempt at a grenade there, it must be said. Hive Tyrant still with no war gaze. Level 3 though. Tyrant Guard on the way for XPhial. Did well for him in the first game. And a Zone Thrope for Floid. Artillery unit. Doesn't need to set up. And doesn't do friendly fire. Doesn't quite have the range and damage of other artillery pieces. What makes up for it with a health regen synapse is a Razorback for RagingJenni. Has triple scouts and a Techmarine to support it. If his Techmarine wasn't down, of course. And here he is. 348-233. Need to be careful. Warrior Brood are sometimes underrated with their heavy melee damage. Look at the damage it did to the Razorback there, which now backs off. Force Commander going after the warriors with that power sword. Warriors are heavy infantry, so they are vulnerable to plasma and power weapons. Hive Tyrant does decap. You need to tear down these capillary towers whenever they see them. 322-233. This one craftily put behind the wall there. Techmarine will be revived. Force Commander is knocked down though before he can finish it by the focused warp blast of the Zone Thrope. Should level him to 5. Tyrant Guard is where? Coming bottom. Getting that speed buff from the tower, and there is Synapse alongside from Floyd's Warriors in a way. Really awesome unit, I think. Going right after the Razorback. Now going after the Assault Marines, and that was an ill-advised jump, I think, or maybe not. The Warriors not turning around. Instead, choosing to force off the Devastators. Now the Assault Marines are in trouble. They don't have the energy to jump out. And the Tyrant God is not going after them though. Losing a model. Losing another and another. And lose the squad. I'm not sure why. Phantom Land tried to jump them in there. 267-233. Razorback might go down. Rear armor hit from the Tyrant Guard. Scout squad trying to repair it, and looks like it will get away. The Tyrant Guard has now moved out of Synapse, where it becomes slow. 261-233. Devastators getting out of position again. Trying to set up Phantom Land, not paying attention. Lictor Alpha in amongst them with a special attack. Doesn't have a weapon upgrade though. Devastators, what are they doing? Now they're backing off. 261, 232 now setting up. Looks like Phantom Land is paying attention. Force Commander has teleported out of trouble, has the Artificer Armor as well. But the Tyrant Guard going after those Devastators with this awesome special attack there. Can he get a model? Yes, gets a sync kill in fact. There's Orbs, which doesn't hard stun the Tyrant Guard, but does drain its energy, which leaves it vulnerable because it can't go into shield wall and can't charge out. 261, 210. Doesn't need to charge out. Floid here with the assist, going off the power result, in fact, decapping it. All the action at the bottom of the map so far. Force Commander teleporting into the zone throw. Having lost his Assault Marines, can't go after it that way. Phantom Land with just Tactical Marines and Devastators now. 261, 180, there's a triple cap for the Tyranids. Double Tyrant Guard for XPhial. Force Commander goes after the Warriors with his battle cry going off, but he doesn't have anything around to buff, so I'm not sure why he used it here. Getting chased down, and the Force Commander might in fact be taken out. No, teleports out. Not sure how much the energy the teleport will cost now. 261, 138. Hive Tyrant of Floid with the devastating Crushing Claw. Phantom Land going for a Dreadnought and lost his Tactical Marines somewhere. Not sure where he lost them. Was it up here? I think so. Not entirely sure though. 261, 108. There's the triple cap still for the Tyranids. Phantom Land not having the best of games. Focusing a bit too much on his Force Commander, forgetting his other stuff. In fact, Phantom Land has lost everything now, going for a Dreadnought. And is this a Venerable from RagingJenni's in tier 3 already? No, it's Terminators. Wow. Tyranids were not expecting that for sure. 261, 76. There's a 2-1 for the Tyranids. Tyrant Guard goes into shield wall. Here's another Tyrant Guard though. There's Pheromones. We'll allow these Hormagaunts to reinforce, and here's some melee synapse for them. The Terminators are absolutely going to get mobbed here. You have a crap load of hit points, 4,500 of super heavy infantry, and there's a Dreadnought now. Dreadnought will have to be careful going up against double Tyrant Guards, but other than that, should be able to rip through pretty much everything. The Hive Tyrant also will put a lot of pressure on it, of course, with this Crushing Claw. Pretty much stuck in their base here, the Space Marines. 261, 52, there's the 2-1 cap. Capillary Tower up here, just to rub it in. Terminators go after it. Another Capillary Tower going up, just springing up absolutely everywhere, so cheap now. Dreadnought going after Termagants. There's that inspiration on melee kill, but nothing close enough to be inspired, or maybe not. Looks like the Terminators were inspired. 261, 37. Terminators themselves will, of course, have that same inspiration effect, but they get it on every kill. It doesn't need to be a melee kill. Nice micro there from XPhial, dodging the orbs with both of his Tyrant Guards. Look at that plasma gun, putting a DPS on that Tyrant Guard. Good grief, almost finished it off there. Does finish it off. That plasma gun is scary, scary stuff. Such awesome DPS. It's not that expensive as well, only 25 power I think. 260, 27. A single cap for the Space Marines somehow. This Dreadnought allowing him to push, but Phantom Land has got it way overextended here. I suppose he had to, with only 27 VPs left, but it's going to go down. Down it goes. The Hive Tyrant doing some serious DPS to that thing. Here comes the Force Commander now. Level 6. Spent a lot of resources on his Force Commander. Not sure if it entirely paid off. 231, 27. Tier 3 for the Tyranid players now. Phantom Land, look how much red he is floating. Wow, that's crazy. 883 red. But he's still stuck in tier 2. That's because he's lost so much stuff, I think. Brood Nest up here, supporting all the list stuff with reinforcement. 220, 27. Northeast is still red. What's going on here? Termagants hitting the node and now idle. Those guys have Endless Swarm up to 10 models. Looks like his Hormagaunts also have it. This one has bugged out and only has up to 9 models, which sometimes happens with Endless Swarm, unfortunately. Some Rippers spawned at base. Don't see that very often. 206-27. Termagants are able to decap that power. And Terminator's even lost the model. 5 Tyrant retreats, what the heck? I think he retreated everything, so the Hive Tyrant was also retreated. A Venerable Dreadnought dropped by RagingJenni, unique Walker to the Techmarine with more DPS and more health than a Dreadnought, but can't get a ranged weapon, but can charge in. 206-27. RagingJenni retreats his scouts, got to level 3, and they are finished off by a flesh hook. Devastating stuff. Level 3 Lictor Alpha. Venerable Dreadnought now in amongst stuff. I think it does about 116 melee heavy DPS compared to the 100 of a regular Dreadnought. Here comes the Hive Tyrant now, and that was a focus walk blast from the Zone Thrope as well. 204-27. Lictor Alpha getting Toxin Miasma of all things. Terminators are there. Down to 2 models though, and the Venerable Dreadnought is gonna go down. Why the Tyranids not capping the VPs here? Should have won this ages ago. Terminator is teleporting out. There are some Spore Mines. Double Hormagaunts with Adrenal Glands going after the Terminators, hitting back with those slow but powerful Power Fists. Venerable Dreadnought is still alive. Tyrant Guard now going after the Techmarine. XPhial losing his other one, of course, to that awesome Plasma Gun of the Techmarine. He's level 5 now, and down goes the Venerable. That is Stoicism. Gets 10 seconds of constant inspiration and I think increased damage, but will go down afterwards. 172-27. There's the 1-to-1. Tyranids just forgetting about VPs right now. Looks like they are taking northeast now, and something has gone to southwest. Unless some kind of miracle happens, which is not going to happen, it's going to be a Tyranid game because we just have 2 scout squads on the field. Not giving up though, they're decapping mid. There's the single, 172-17, Zone Throw getting shots in and they have to retreat. Level 6 Force Squad, level 5 Techmarine. Just really poor unit preservation from the Space Marine team here. 1729. There's the single. Hive Tyrant comes to cap mid, does he? Yes. One of the obs getting excited about something, not sure what's going on. Here comes a Swarm Lord for XPhial and a Carnifex for Floid, but it's all over. The single cap wins it. Space Marines again dominated by XPhial and Floid, who progress to the semi-finals. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.